What's up, everybody? It's time for the LEGO Legacy Heroes Unboxed video. Today, we're taking a look at the Castle Crew pack. They should just call it Jester Gogo pack, because it's Jester Gogo. You get a 2-star Jester Gogo, you get some gold, and you got some XP scrolls. We can take a look at the info, but we want to find out if it's worth it for the $8 for the Jester Gogo pack. Is Jester Gogo even a good unit? Well, if you guys haven't seen the other videos, you know. You don't know that I use him all the time. Jester Gogo is a good unit. I use him. And it's not important that I use him. It's important that a lot of other people use him. So, 30 pieces, 50,000 gold, and 5,000 XP scrolls. So the difference between this, why the Spooky Girl bundle, for example, is $14.99. She's 3-star. Jester Gogo, you have enough for 2-star. You get 30 pieces. And then the Spooky Girl is less useful, but you get 75 pieces, but they don't tell you she's less useful. But the Jester Gogo is, I'm going to pick this up. I'm guaranteed going to pick this up. I didn't pick it up yet. I already have Jester, but we're going to take a look at what Jester does, and then we're going to show you things. So Jester's one of my more upgraded units right now. I didn't play, by the way, guys, if you're wondering, I didn't play in the beta. I started in launch like the rest of you guys, well, like most people did. But there's a lot of people that played in the beta, and we can take a look at the teams that they use Jester Gogo in for Arena, because he's a very, very common Arena unit that most people are doing. Most people building for Arena. Okay, so we can take a look at his first skill. Like, I'm going to just max him as much as possible because he's such a solid unit. And I also want to run, a castle team. So that helps that he's a great unit just overall, even without a castle team. And then he's also a great unit with a castle team. He's one of the better tanky taunt units. So we have this when it's fully maxed. He doesn't do like a crazy amount of damage though, but he's a tank. He's a taunty tank that has a heal passive. Deals 110% damage to target foe. Gogo has 50% chance to gain crit damage up for 2 turns, 5% bonus chance for each active King's Court hero. Which, I mean, not everyone's gonna run a full King's Court team, but it's not. I don't really care about the crit damage up, honestly. This is just a nothing first skill. The second skill is 100% damage to target foe, bonus damage for each buff on Gogo. And he does have the opportunity, he buffs himself as well. 150% damage when it's maxed out, 150% damage to target foe, bonus damage for each buff on Gogo. If the target is defeated, refresh the cooldown of Village Idiot. This is Village Idiot, this is his taunt skill. But I don't think that even after he's maxed, I don't think he's going to be killing a lot of things with this skill too. Unless he's got a crazy amount of buffs. But he does buff himself. But I don't think he's got a couple buffs already in his kit. But I don't think that he's going to be doing crazy damage with that. I think he does maybe like decent-ish bruiser damage at like the end of it. But he's not going to be doing as much damage as like your... like something like, no, not that one. Not that one, like Firefighter Ash or Highwayman. They're going to be doing much more damage just based on the stats of the unit overall. Let's take a look at what is this when it's maxed. So he gets taunt for 1 turn, heals for 10% of his max health when it's at level 1. Taunt for 2 turns, heals for 25% of his max health at level 5. If King Brutus is an active hero, Gogo gains debuff immunity for 2 turns. So it's really nice to combo with, of course, castle units, King's Court units, and King Brutus. He's got an extra buff to do. I think he's got his passive has a combo with King Brutus as well, if I remember correctly. But he's got his skill 2 does damage based on the amount of buffs that he has, and he gives himself 1 buff here. He gives himself another 2 buffs here, taunt and debuff immunity, and then he also can give himself. Oh, never mind. He doesn't give himself anything from this last skill. But he also has this last skill. This is kind of the coolest part. Whenever Gogo takes damage, he has a 30% chance to heal, and he's got a taunt. So whenever he takes damage, but he's going to be taking a lot of damage because he's taunt, right? And he's going to be he's a tank unit, so he's got a decent amount of HP. So he's not going to go down very fast. Whenever he takes damage, he has a 30% chance to heal the hero with the lowest health for 10% of Gogo's max health. Cannot heal Gogo. This goes up to whenever Gogo takes damage, he's a 50% chance, but it's a 100% chance if he has taunt, which he gives himself for 2 turns. So you're going to have a 100% chance to heal the hero with the lowest health for 20% of Gogo's max health, and then 15 extra bonus heal. So this is just a unit that a lot of people are using for I haven't had a chance to, of course, because you see, like, he's not super maxed, but I haven't had a chance to test out the DPS output from that second skill, but I don't expect it to really hit very hard when it's maxed. He does have a few buffs. I was thinking he did a third buff. You know what I'm thinking? He did a third buff because the hiker does a buff. And he keeps getting that hiker buff because I use him in a team with hiker, and I'm like, okay. But that's why he usually has a lot of buffs on him. But yeah, well, I use him with the hiker and the fitness instructor. Currently, I don't have a whole lot of crazy endgame stuff because again, I wasn't in the beta like a lot of people were. I had to start just at launch, day 1. But that's besides the point. A lot of people are using Jester Gogo in their arena teams, not just me. I like him. I think he's great. I want to build a castle team, so I'm going to be building him regardless. But I'm really excited to actually spend $8 for guaranteed pieces of any unit that you want is not bad. Any guarantee in any of these mobile gacha games, because they're all RNG, right? So anything you have that's guaranteed is already like a little bit of a sigh of relief. So let me show you guys. This is, yeah, good thing I clicked on the right one. So this is a screen cap of some of the higher level, I think the top 50 from beta. Top 50 players from beta. It's a little screen cap somewhere in the top 50. You see some of the teams that people are running Jester Gogo in, and he is in almost every team, with the exception of the pirate team. Maybe not that great in the pirate team. If you're running all pirates, you're not going to really stick Jester Gogo in there. But he's got, like, the first team is mostly a King's Court team, as you can see. He's got Magisto, he's got Jester Gogo, and he's got the other ones. The second team is a Spooky Girl, Spooky Girl. But I think they just stuck the Spooky Girl in there because they had they had the opportunity to get her up to 7 stars between the event, the packages, and the packages and the guaranteed 3-star on Spooky Girl, because you really don't see that many people really going crazy about the Spooky Girl. I know you see her in here, but you only see really one of them. And I looked at other places in the top leaderboards too, and there wasn't really very little Spooky Girls in there. But I think it's just someone was like, you know what, I can get all the pieces for Spooky Girl. She's going to be a very highly starred unit because I can star her up a fairly decent amount, and that's why they were using her, not necessarily because she's great, just because they had her starred up more than other things. But you see, like, another team, like, it's kind of a King's Court castle kind of thing for the second team. And then you see the fourth team is all just castle and King's Court units for the Jester Gogo and the Princess and everything else. And then the last team is kind of like a mixed team. It's got, like, some city units, but they still stuck Jester Gogo. Let me show you guys the set, the leader set. But they still stuck a Jester Gogo in there. I could have sworn that I had a different... I could have sworn it was a different one. Anyway, that's what that is. So I just wanted to show you guys that he's actually being used. He's actually part of the meta. He's actually a fairly usable unit. He doesn't seem like he doesn't do anything crazy OP, because he doesn't do like crazy oh my god damage. He doesn't do like AoE crowd control or anything like that. But he is a fairly useful tanky taunt unit that he doesn't have a lot of flush, but he is effective. So anyway, I'm gonna be picking that one up because I want to do a King's Court. I wish the King's Court... I'm hoping they have a castle team, I mean. Castle team, King Court, very similar. But I'm hoping that they add more, and of course they will add more castle units in the future. I'm hoping they add more castle DPS units. That's what I'm hoping, because I want to have some more flashy, fun, exciting, crazy, like, insane sniper castle units in that team. So... anyway, that's it for this one. I just wanted to talk about the Jester and talk about the pack and say, like, yes, it's worth it. He's a valuable unit. A lot of people are building him. So don't feel bad if you're like picking it up. You're like, I don't know if it was good or not. Like, it's a lot of people are using him in the higher level of arena. So you shouldn't feel you could go wrong. You probably won't go wrong picking him up. That's what I was gonna say. Anyway. Oh my god, I talked too much. Anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you as always in the next one.